Hello guys, this is MJ with MBJ Knowledge. If you are new to our channel, make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss content like this. Today we're going to look at a question that came in 2017 GCE, that is under geometric progression. As you know, this is one of the topics that you need to know for you to be able to scoop good marks in paper 2. Okay, so the question reads, the first three terms of a geometric progression are 6 plus n, 10 plus n, and 15 plus n. Okay? Those are the three first geometric terms. Okay? The first question is saying, find the value of n. So we've been given the first term as 6 plus n, and the second term as 10 plus n, the third term as 15 plus n. And our first question is saying we need to find the value of n. When you have such a question, please do not panic. Okay? So this is what we are going to do. When you have letters on your sequence, okay? So what we are going to do for us to find this letter, we are going to use the formula for common ratio, okay? Where we say, if I want to find the common ratio, we say T2 divided by T1, and this, okay, let me just write it on the far corner. So T2 divided by T1, this will give me the common ratio, okay? Which is the same, if I divide T3 by T2, I'm still going to find the common ratio. So this is the expression that we are going to use for us to find the value of n. Okay, now check the way we are going to use it. We are going to substitute our terms, our first three terms on these four slots. Okay, so the first one is T2 divided by T1. This is our T1, this is our T2, and this is our T3, the 15 plus n. Okay, so we are substituting. We are going to say T2 is 10 plus n, okay, divided by T1 is 6 plus n equals 2. T3 is 15 plus n divided by T2 here, which is 10 plus n. Having this expression like this, now we are going to do cross multiplication. Okay, so we cross multiply from here. Okay, and then we're going to multiply 6n times 15n. So we write the 6 plus n, in brackets. And then open another bracket, 15 plus n, close equal to, then we multiply these two, that is 10 plus n in brackets times 10 plus n. Okay? Like so, later on now we are going to expand. Okay? So we multiply the 6n. These two terms in here, they're supposed to be multiplied to each and every term in the second bracket. Okay, so we're starting with 6. So 6 times 15. Okay, so 6 times 5. Since this is paper 2, you can use a calculator there. Okay? So 6 times 5, that is a 30. So we have 0 coming 3. 6 times 1, that is 6 plus 3, we have a 9, so 90 there. Then 6 times n, so we have plus 6n. Then we come to n times 15, which is 15n. Okay? And then n times n, plus, which is n squared. Okay? I hope you are following. Equals to, we are going to do the same even on the other side. So we say 10 times 10, okay, which is 100. Okay, then 10 times 10, which is 10n. Okay, then we're going to say n times 10, which is 10n. Then n times n, which is n squared. From here, we are going to add the like terms first of all. Okay, so 6n and 15n, they are like terms. So 90 will just come as it is. Okay, so 90, 6n plus 15n, Here we have, okay, here we are going to have 21n. Okay, so we have 21n, then plus n squared equals to, okay, 10n plus 10n. So the 100 is coming as it is. Then this is giving us 20n plus n squared. So at this stage, we are going to put the right terms together. Okay? So the 90 has to go where the 100 is. And then these two terms here, they'll have to come to our left. All the letters on the left, okay? All the constants without letters, they'll go on the right. Okay, so from here, the 21 n, these two are remaining. So we're going to have 21n. Then we're going to get the 20n to come this side. So minus 20n, then plus n squared. Then when this n squared crosses the equal sign, it becomes a negative. So minus n squared equals to 100 didn't cross, so we have 100. And then the 90 is crossing, so it becomes a minus 90 there. Okay. So from here, we can even cancel these two. They will give us a 0. So n squared minus n squared, that's a 0 there. Then 21n minus 20n, we have n, which is equal to, okay, which is equal to, if we say 100 minus 90 here, we are going to have our value for n as 10. Okay, so this, whatever we have done here, this is carrying 2 marks. Question 2 says, find the common ratio. Okay, so for us to be able to find the common ratio, since we found the value for n, then now we have to know the actual term which is here. Okay, so wherever you're seeing n here, we are going to substitute with the number 10. So here we're going to say 6 plus n, which is 10. So 6 plus 10 will give us what? A 16. Okay, comma. 10 plus 10 will give us a 20. And then the third term is 15 plus 10, which is giving us 25. So those now are the first 3 terms of this sequence. Now we can go ahead and find the common ratio, which is carrying 2 marks, by the way. So common ratio is equal to T2 divided by T1. Okay, so T2 is what? 20. T1 is 16. So you write 20 divided by 16. From here, we are just going to reduce it and leave it as a fraction. Others would want to put it in fraction form, there's no problem. But later on, as you solve, sometimes the numbers might become bigger in the decimal fraction there. So we reduce by 4. So 4 into 20, we have 5. 4 into 16, we have 4. So our common ratio is 5 over 4. This is also 2 marks. Okay, please do not do shortcuts here. Okay, you need to show your working. So question 2 is done. Now question 3 is saying, find the sum of the first 6 terms of the sequence. So in this case, for us to find the sum, if you remember, when you go to when you open your question paper, you will find that there are formulas there. Okay, now this is where people have to be very careful. There are 2 formulas for sum. Okay, there is this formula here, and there are conditions there. Okay, there are conditions there. So don't just pick a formula anyhow. We're supposed to use the condition which is given there. Okay. There is this, and then there is this also. Okay, if the common ratio is greater than 1, we're going to use this second So when you look at our value there, how do you get to know to say this is greater than 1 or it is less than 1? Okay, very simple. So to others, what we're going to do, you get your calculator, okay? This is what we're going to do. When you get your calculator, you punch this fraction on the calculator. You say 5 divided by 4. What are you going to get? You're going to get 1.25. This decimal fraction, this number here, when you look at, is this greater than 1 or it is less than 1? Definitely you are going to say this is greater than 1. Meaning our common ratio here is greater than 1. Correct formula is this, the second formula. So that's the formula we're going to use for us to calculate the sum of the first 6 terms. Okay, I hope we are okay. So we're using the second formula. Okay? So we're saying the second formula is sum equals to first term and then r square r to the power n minus 1 over r minus 1. Okay, from here now we substitute. We are finding S6, meaning n is equal to 6. Okay, here. What is our a? Our a representing the first term. Okay, so our first term is 16. Okay, our common ratio is this. We calculated 5 over 4. Okay, so we're going to say where there is a here, we'll put a 16. So we'll have 16, open bracket, r to the power n. So r is in the fraction form. So I'll write 5 over 4. Okay, and then I'll put this in brackets. So let me use square brackets here. And then I'll put these in brackets. N is, n we're finding first of sum of first 6 terms. So n is 6, then minus 1. Okay, everything here divided by 5 over 4 minus 1. Okay, so from here, what you can do, this part here, you can solve it on a separate space. Okay, you can handle the 5 over 4 separately. Okay, so since this is a fraction, this is a whole number, we introduce a 1. So common denominator is a 4. 4 into 4, that is 1. 1 times 5, we have 5. 1 into 4, that's a 4. 4 times negative 1, that is negative 4. 5 minus 4, we have 1 over 4. So here in the denominator, we are going to write the 1 over 4. Okay, we've solved that. Okay, from there now, we are going to proceed to 16, and then we are going to punch on the calculator. Okay, we are going to punch on the calculator. We are going to get what is 5 to the power 6. This power here is representing the 5 and also the 4. Okay, so we are going to take on the calculator there, punch what is 5 to the power 6. Okay, so confirm there, we are going to have 15,625. Okay, in the numerator. Then punch again what is 4 to the power 6. Okay, confirm there, you're going to get 4,096. Okay, minus 1. And this is where most of the students make mistakes. They will write this minus 1 on the numerator there. No, this is a fraction on its own, and that's the whole number, it's on its own. Okay, so everything here, don't forget, we have 1 over 4. So 1 over 4. Okay, and then this part here, we'll solve it on a separate part. Okay, so we're having 15, then 6 to 5, then divided by everything here divided by 4, 0, 9, 6. Okay, so this over 1, the common denominator, meaning the common denominator will be this number here, 4, 0, 9, 6. Okay, so this into this will give us 1. 1 times 15,625, it will still be 15,625. Then 1 into 4,096, it is the same number. This 4,096 times negative 1 to give us negative 4,096. Okay, this when we subtract, if we subtract 15,625 minus 4,096. This will give us 11,529 divided by the 4,096. Okay? So that is our value there, which we are supposed to write here. Okay. So the 11,529 divided by 4,096, that's the number that we're going to have here. So 11,529, everything here divided by 4,096, which is in the brackets. Remember, we have over 1/4, which is supposed to be in the denominator. Now, for us to be quicker there, this is what we're going to do. Instead of writing this type of division here, okay? Instead of, not this, we are going to break it. Instead of here writing the division in vulgar form, okay, we're going to say divided by 1/4. The reason I'm introducing this, I want you now to get it, what will happen. Okay, since we have a division here, we have a privilege of introducing multiplication where there's division. How are we going to introduce multiplication? When this fraction which comes, or this term which comes after division, if we take the inverse, so inverse meaning the 4 goes up, 1 comes down, then this division here will change into multiplication. Okay, so notice how we're going to change it. So we're going to have 16, open bracket, okay, or what we can do, we can just say times, that is 11,529 divided by 4,096. Remember, brackets here, they are representing multiplication. And this 16 is not multiplied to this number which is in the numerator. No. This 16 is multiplied to the number on the numerator, not the denominator now. Okay? So this we are taking an inverse, so we'll have times 4/1. I can't show the 1 there, but just for the sake of argument, we put the 1 there. Okay, so we're going to multiply everything. 16 times 11,529 times 4, and then we divide it by this. Okay, so first of all, let us multiply what we have here. Okay, so use a calculator. So we have 16 multiplied by 11,529 times 4. Make sure you confirm that answer there. Okay, so that is 737,856. Everything here over 4,096. Okay, so divide that number by 4,096. We are going to have sum of 6 tens as equal to, okay, sum of the first 6 tens as equal to, so 180. Okay, to the nearest, or to 3 significant figures. Of course, you are going to have a number with the decimal points there. So what you are going to do, just round it off to 3 significant figures. So this carries 3 marks. So thank you very much, guys, for watching up to the end of the video. Please share the video to others, and don't forget to like and comment. If there's anything that you need help with, please feel free to ask for my WhatsApp line, and we'll be able to assist you free of charge. Okay, so this time around we're going to consistently be posting videos so that we can help you. And don't worry, we're going to be seeing different faces. You see Mr. Zulu, next time you see Mr. Kundachara. Those are just some of the names that you're going to be hearing on our YouTube channel. Okay, so thank you very much. See you in the next video.